Hey, beautiful Cancer souls. I just had to come on here and share what just happened during my reading session because honestly, what I pulled for you all today about your love life has me sitting here just shaking my head in the best possible way. You know that feeling when the cards just start flowing and telling a story that feels so real and so specific that you get goosebumps? That is exactly what happened when I asked about this whole famous or high-status person energy coming into your love sector. So I was shuffling my deck thinking about Cancer love energy for the coming months, and I kept getting this really strong pull about someone with significant social influence or recognition entering your romantic sphere. Not necessarily a celebrity, but someone whose presence commands attention. Someone who moves in circles that most people only dream about accessing. The energy felt so persistent that I knew I had to dive deep into this reading for you. Let me share what unfolded because honestly, Cancer, this reading has layers that I am still processing myself. I pulled a total of 7 cards, and each one built on this narrative in such an unexpected way. The universe clearly has some major plans brewing for your heart space. The first card that practically jumped out of my deck was the Three of Pentacles, and initially I thought, wait, this seems more career-oriented, but then the message started coming through so clearly. This card in your love context is telling me that this high-status person is going to enter your life through collaborative energy or shared projects. Think about it. Cancer, Three of Pentacles represents teamwork, building something meaningful together, recognition for joint efforts. This is not about sliding into DMs or meeting at a random coffee shop. What I am seeing is that you and this person are going to cross paths because you are both working towards something significant, something that matters beyond just personal gain. Maybe you are both involved in a charitable cause. Maybe you are collaborating on a creative project. Maybe you are both speaking at the same event or working in the same professional capacity. The key insight here is that your connection forms through mutual respect for each other's talents and contributions first. This Three of Pentacles energy is showing me that this person notices you because of your competence, your unique skills, your ability to bring something special to the table that they genuinely need or appreciate. Cancer, you have been building your expertise, developing your talents, and this card confirms that those efforts are about to pay off in the most beautiful way through this romantic connection. The status or fame aspect comes secondary to the genuine admiration they develop for who you are and what you bring to shared endeavors. I am getting really strong energy that this person values substance over surface-level connections. They have probably experienced enough shallow interactions based on their status that when they encounter your authentic Cancer depth and emotional intelligence, it stops them in their tracks. Three of Pentacles suggests they see you as an equal contributor, someone whose input they actually seek out and rely on. This is significant because it means the foundation of your connection is built on genuine partnership rather than any kind of power imbalance. The timeline feels like this collaborative energy starts building over several weeks or months. You might initially interact professionally or through shared interests without romantic undertones, but there is this growing recognition and appreciation that naturally evolves into something deeper. Three of Pentacles often appears when the universe is orchestrating meetings that seem like coincidences, but are actually carefully arranged alignments. What really strikes me about this card in your position is how it flips the typical narrative about meeting famous people. Usually, we imagine being starstruck or feeling intimidated, but Three of Pentacles suggests you approach this person as a peer, someone you can match intellectually and creatively. Your Cancer intuition probably picks up on their authentic self beneath whatever public persona they maintain, and they feel seen by you in a way that feels rare and precious to them. The second card that came forward was the Knight of Cups, and honestly, Cancer, this makes so much sense following the Three of Pentacles, because now we are seeing the romantic energy start to activate. Knight of Cups represents this beautiful emotional pursuit energy, but not in an immature or superficial way. This is mature, romantic intention combined with emotional depth and genuine care. What I am seeing with Knight of Cups is that once this person recognizes your value through that collaborative Three of Pentacles energy, they make a conscious decision to pursue you romantically. But Cancer, the way they pursue you, is going to be so different from what you might expect from someone with high status or fame. Knight of Cups brings poetry to pragmatism, brings heartfelt gesture to grand gestures. This person is going to court you with emotional intelligence and genuine vulnerability. I am seeing handwritten notes, thoughtful gifts that show they have been paying attention to details about you that most people miss. Conversations that last for hours because they are genuinely fascinated by how your mind works. Knight of Cups in this context suggests someone who understands that true connection requires emotional investment, not just impressive displays of wealth or status. The beautiful thing about Knight of Cups is that this represents someone who leads with their heart while still being mature and intentional about their romantic pursuits. They are not playing games or trying to collect another trophy relationship. This card indicates genuine emotional investment and a desire to build something meaningful with you specifically. I am getting strong energy that this person has probably had their share of relationships where people were more interested in what they could gain from the association than in them as an individual. When they encounter your authentic Cancer energy, your ability to connect emotionally without agenda, it awakens something in them that might have been dormant for a while. Knight of Cups suggests they approach you with renewed faith in love and relationships. The timing with Knight of Cups feels like once they make the decision to pursue you romantically, things move with steady but determined energy. This is not a slow burn necessarily, but it is also not rushed or pressured. Knight of Cups brings this beautiful balance of passion and patience that allows the connection to develop naturally while still maintaining forward momentum. What I love about this combination of Three of Pentacles followed by Knight of Cups is how it shows the evolution from professional appreciation to personal affection. You capture their attention through your capabilities and character, then you capture their heart through your emotional authenticity and depth. This creates such a solid foundation because they are choosing you for all the right reasons. The third card that presented itself was Eight of Wands and Cancer. I literally got chills when this appeared because this confirms that once this person decides to act on their feelings, communication between you two becomes rapid and intense. Eight of Wands represents swift movement of information, messages, ideas, and in your romantic context, this is showing me constant contact, flowing conversation, and accelerating intimacy. What I am seeing is that after the initial romantic interest develops, you two cannot seem to get enough of talking to each other. Eight of Wands suggests text conversations that go on for hours, phone calls that stretch late into the night, emails or messages that are sent throughout the day, because one of you thought of something you wanted to share with the other. There is this almost addictive quality to your communication because you both find each other so mentally stimulating. The energy of Eight of Wands also suggests that despite any geographical distance or busy schedules, you find ways to maintain constant contact. If this person travels frequently or has demanding schedule because of their status, Eight of Wands indicates they prioritize communication with you. You become someone they want to share their experiences with in real time, someone whose perspective they seek out regularly. I am also getting energy that this rapid communication phase serves as emotional foreplay in the most beautiful way. You are building intimacy through words, through sharing thoughts and feelings and dreams and fears. Eight of Wands suggests that your mental and emotional connection develops at lightning speed, creating this foundation of understanding that feels rare and precious to both of you. What strikes me as particularly significant about Eight of Wands in this position is how it suggests that despite their high-profile status, this person makes communication with you a priority. They are not leaving you wondering or playing hard to get because they are too important or busy. Instead, Eight of Wands indicates they are almost eager to stay in contact, to share their day with you, to hear about yours. The swift energy of Eight of Wands also suggests that news of your connection might spread quickly through social circles. This could mean that people start noticing you two together, or that friends and colleagues begin commenting on the obvious chemistry and connection between you. This card can sometimes indicate that what starts as a private connection becomes more public knowledge relatively quickly. From a timing perspective, Eight of Wands suggests that the communication-intensive phase happens fairly rapidly after the romantic interest is established. Within weeks, rather than months, you find yourselves in daily contact with this almost magnetic pull toward staying connected throughout each day. The energy feels urgent but also sustainable because it is based on genuine fascination with each other. The fourth card that came through was the Queen of Swords, and this absolutely floored me, Cancer, because this is showing me something crucial about how you show up in this dynamic. Queen of Swords represents clear boundaries, honest communication, intellectual strength, and emotional maturity. This card is telling me that your response to this high-status person's interest is not what they might expect from most people. Instead of being impressed by their fame or trying to change yourself to fit what you think they want, Queen of Swords shows you maintaining your authentic self with grace and intelligence. You are not intimidated by their status, but you are also not trying to use it for your own gain. This card suggests you approach this connection with emotional intelligence and clear personal boundaries that actually make them respect you even more. What I find so beautiful about Queen of Swords appearing here is that it shows you handling this unusual situation with wisdom beyond your years or experience. Maybe you have never dated someone with this kind of public profile before, but your natural Cancer intuition combined with Queen of Swords clarity helps you navigate the complexities with remarkable skill. Queen of Swords is also telling me that you ask the right questions. Instead of being dazzled by surface-level glamour, you want to understand who this person really is beneath their public persona. You create space for honest conversations about the challenges of their lifestyle, about what they are looking for in a relationship, about how fame or status has affected their past relationships. Your willingness to address these topics directly, rather than pretending they don't matter, sets you apart from others they have dated. This card also suggests that you maintain your own life and interests, rather than getting swept away by their world. Queen of Swords indicates healthy independence and self-respect that prevents you from losing yourself in the excitement of this connection. You continue pursuing your own goals, maintaining your friendships, honoring your own needs and boundaries. This balanced approach actually makes you more attractive to them because it shows emotional maturity and authenticity. I am getting energy that Queen of Swords also represents how you handle any public attention or scrutiny that comes with being associated with someone of high status. You maintain dignity and discretion without being secretive or ashamed. You understand how to protect your privacy and theirs while still being genuine about your connection. This skill becomes invaluable as your relationship develops. The intellectual aspect of Queen of Swords suggests that you contribute significantly to their mental stimulation and growth. This person is accustomed to being the most accomplished or recognized person in many rooms, but with you, they find someone who challenges them intellectually, who brings new perspectives and insights they had not considered before. Your ability to hold your own in conversations about topics they care about becomes one of the things they treasure most about you. Queen of Swords also indicates that you help them see through any superficial relationships or connections in their life. Your authentic approach to relationships becomes a mirror that helps them recognize what genuine connection feels like versus relationships based on mutual benefit or social climbing. You become someone they trust precisely because you demonstrate through your actions that you value them as a person rather than as a status symbol. The fifth card was Seven of Cups. And at first I wondered if this might indicate some confusion or unrealistic expectations. But as I tuned into the energy more deeply, I realized this card is actually showing me something beautiful about the options and opportunities that open up for you through this connection. Seven of Cups in your love reading represents expanding horizons and new possibilities that you had not previously imagined for your romantic life. What I am seeing is that being with this person introduces you to experiences, places, and people that broaden your perspective on what love and relationships can look like. Maybe they invite you to events or gatherings where you meet fascinating individuals who inspire you in new ways. Maybe they share their passions with you and you discover interests you never knew you had. Seven of Cups suggests that your world becomes bigger and more colorful through this relationship. The abundance aspect of Seven of Cups is also showing me that this person has the resources and connections to offer you experiences that feel almost dreamlike. This might mean travel to incredible destinations, access to exclusive events, opportunities to witness or participate in creative or cultural experiences that most people only read about. But the key insight is that they want to share these experiences with you, not just impress you with them. I am getting energy that Seven of Cups also represents the various ways this person expresses their affection for you. They have multiple resources at their disposal for romantic gestures, from simple but thoughtful gifts to elaborate surprise experiences. But what makes it meaningful is their attention to what would genuinely delight you personally, rather than just what might look impressive to others. The Cups aspect of this card emphasizes the emotional richness that develops between you. You discover new depths of intimacy and connection that you might not have experienced before. Seven of Cups suggests that being with this person awakens desires and dreams you had not fully acknowledged before, both romantically and in terms of what you want from life in general. What strikes me as particularly significant is how Seven of Cups suggests that this relationship helps you clarify what you truly value versus what you thought you wanted. Being exposed to so many new possibilities helps you discern what genuinely fulfills you emotionally and spiritually versus what just looks good on the surface. This process of discernment strengthens your relationship because you choose each other consciously rather than getting swept away by circumstances. Seven of Cups can sometimes indicate feeling overwhelmed by too many options or opportunities, and I am getting a sense that there might be moments where you need to ground yourself and remember what matters most to you. Your Cancer intuition becomes crucial during these times for distinguishing between experiences that nourish your soul versus those that might just be exciting distractions. The timing energy of Seven of Cups suggests that this phase of expanding possibilities and new experiences unfolds over several months. You do not immediately get access to every aspect of their world, but gradually you are invited into more areas of their life and introduced to more of the opportunities that come with their status. This gradual expansion allows you to adjust and maintain your emotional equilibrium. The sixth card was Two of Swords, and this really made me pause because I could feel the weight of some significant decisions coming up for both of you. Two of Swords represents a crossroads moment where careful consideration is needed before moving forward. In your love context, this suggests that there comes a point where you both need to decide how serious you want this connection to become. What I am seeing is that once you have moved through the initial attraction, communication, and getting to know each other phases, you reach a moment where the reality of building a long-term relationship with someone of high public status requires honest evaluation. Two of Swords indicates that this is not a decision either of you takes lightly because you both understand the implications and challenges involved. For you, Cancer, Two of Swords might represent weighing your desire for privacy and emotional security against the potential public scrutiny that comes with being seriously involved with someone in the spotlight. You need to honestly assess whether you are prepared for the lifestyle changes and compromises that might be necessary. Your Cancer nature values home, family, and intimate connection, so you need to determine if those needs can be met within the context of their public life. For them, Two of Swords likely represents evaluating whether they are ready for the kind of authentic, emotionally intimate relationship you represent versus the more surface-level connections that might be easier to manage given their status. They need to decide if they are willing to be vulnerable and genuine in ways that their public persona might not typically allow. I am getting energy that this Two of Swords moment actually strengthens your connection because it forces both of you to move beyond surface attraction and consider the deeper compatibility between your values, goals, and lifestyle preferences. The decision phase reveals how much you both truly want to make this work despite potential challenges. What I find encouraging about Two of Swords in this position is that it suggests you both approach this decision thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Neither of you is rushing into commitment without considering the practical implications, but neither are you letting fear prevent you from pursuing something that could be extraordinary. The blindfold in traditional Two of Swords imagery suggests the need to trust intuition alongside logical analysis. The Swords element indicates that this decision requires mental clarity and honest communication between you both. You need to discuss expectations, concerns, boundaries, and hopes openly rather than making assumptions about what the other person wants or needs. These conversations might feel intense, but they are necessary for building a foundation that can support a serious relationship. Two of Swords also suggests that external opinions and advice from friends or family might complicate your decision process. People who care about you might have concerns about the challenges of dating someone with high status, while others might be overly encouraging because they are impressed by the connection. You need to filter these external perspectives and focus on what feels right for your own heart and intuition. The final card that completed this reading was Nine of Pentacles and Cancer. I literally got tears in my eyes when this appeared because this is showing me the most beautiful outcome energy. Nine of Pentacles represents independence within partnership, personal fulfillment, and a love connection that enhances rather than diminishes your individual growth and success. What Nine of Pentacles is showing me is that if you choose to move forward with this relationship, it becomes a source of empowerment rather than dependency. You maintain your own identity, goals, and sources of fulfillment, while also enjoying the partnership you build together. This card suggests that being with this high-status person actually helps you develop your own sense of personal value and accomplishment. The garden imagery in Nine of Pentacles represents the beautiful life you cultivate both individually and together. I am seeing that this person supports your personal goals and dreams rather than overshadowing them with their own success. They become someone who celebrates your achievements and encourages your growth in areas that matter to you. This creates a dynamic where you both thrive individually while also building something meaningful together. Nine of Pentacles also indicates financial and material security, suggesting that this relationship brings stability and abundance into your life. But what makes this beautiful is that the abundance feels earned and appreciated rather than taken for granted. You bring your own value to the partnership, and they recognize and honor your contributions, whether they are financial, emotional, creative, or spiritual. I am getting strong energy that Nine of Pentacles shows you becoming more confident and self-assured through this relationship rather than losing yourself in their world. Your Cancer nurturing nature finds expression in ways that feel authentic and fulfilling to you, while also being valued and appreciated by them. You discover aspects of yourself that might not have emerged in a more conventional relationship. The solitary figure in Nine of Pentacles also suggests that you maintain healthy independence and personal space within the relationship. You do not become someone whose identity is defined by being their partner, but rather someone who has a rich, fulfilling life that is enhanced by their presence in it. This balance becomes crucial for long-term happiness given the potential intensity of their public life. What strikes me as particularly powerful about Nine of Pentacles as your outcome card is how it shows personal mastery and emotional maturity. You handle whatever challenges come with this unique relationship situation with grace and wisdom. You learn to navigate public attention, maintain appropriate boundaries, and protect what is sacred about your connection while still allowing it to flourish. The timing of Nine of Pentacles suggests that this phase of stable, fulfilling partnership develops over the course of a year or so after you work through the decision point represented by Two of Swords. Once you both commit to building something real together, the relationship settles into a rhythm that supports both of your individual growth while deepening your bond. Cancer, after spending so much time with these cards and really feeling into the energy they represent, I have to say that what I see coming for you in love feels both magical and grounded in reality. This reading suggests that the universe is orchestrating a connection that will challenge you to grow while also providing the emotional depth and security your Cancer soul craves. The progression from Three of Pentacles through Nine of Pentacles tells a story of genuine partnership that builds from mutual respect and shared values into something that enhances both of your lives. The high status or famous element becomes almost secondary to the authentic connection you develop. What matters most is that you find someone who sees and values your authentic self while also being someone you genuinely admire and respect. I keep coming back to how this reading emphasizes quality over flash, substance over superficiality. Yes, this person brings excitement and expanded opportunities into your life, but the foundation is built on emotional intelligence, shared goals, and genuine compatibility. Your Cancer intuition will be your best guide throughout this journey, helping you discern what feels authentic versus what might just be exciting but ultimately empty. The cards are also really clear that you maintain your power and independence throughout this connection. You are not becoming someone's accessory or losing yourself in their world, but rather finding someone who enhances your world while also inviting you to explore new possibilities. This balance feels crucial for your Cancer nature, which needs both security and growth. If you are someone who has been wondering if you will ever find a love that matches your dreams and ambitions, these cards suggest that not only will you find it, but it will probably exceed what you have imagined possible. The person coming into your love life brings not just status or recognition, but genuine heart, intelligence, and commitment to building something meaningful with you. Trust your Cancer intuition as this unfolds, beautiful souls. Pay attention to connections that form through shared projects or interests rather than just social settings. Notice people who appreciate your contributions and treat you as an equal rather than trying to impress you or sweep you off your feet. The right person will see your value immediately and pursue you with both passion and respect. Remember that you have everything within you already to handle whatever comes with this connection. Your emotional intelligence, your nurturing nature, your ability to create safe space for vulnerability, these qualities make you incredibly valuable to someone who has probably experienced a lot of superficial connections. Trust that you are enough exactly as you are. The energy around this reading feels so hopeful and abundant. I really believe that love is about to surprise you in the most beautiful way, Cancer. Stay open to opportunities that come through work or shared interests. Trust your ability to navigate new experiences with grace, and remember that the right person will value your authentic self above everything else. Thank you for letting me share this reading with you. The cards were so clear and the energy felt so positive that I just had to pass along every detail. Trust what resonates with your heart and let your Cancer intuition guide you toward the love that is seeking you just as much as you are seeking it.